Welcome to the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast, where we don't give a damn about scripts or soft-ass storylines. This is where the truth gets body slammed and the bullshit gets buried. We're talking real heat, real talk, and the moments that made you jump off the damn couch and scream. Wrestling is F***kin wild again. From pipe bombs to shoot fights, botches to bloodbaths, we cover it all with the volume up. The gloves off. This ain't sports entertainment. This is a goddamn fight club with a podcast feed. So tag in, shut up and hold on, because we're coming in hot, stiff, and louder than a super kick in church. This is the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. Uncooked, uncorked, and censored. Let's again go.
What's up, everyone? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, the hot commodity Ant C, and I'm joined by my own personal commodity.
That's me.
That's Ant B. As we dive into the last Monday Night Raw before SummerSlam, WWE Monday Night Raw from July 28th, 2025, live in Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit.
The Big D. And we're going to be doing something different starting this week.
I like the Big D.
Oh, yeah, I know. I do, too. We're going to be having different segments throughout our coverage of Raw. Pop or botch. Basically, we're going to ask each other if this segment was a pop, that means good, or if we thought it sucked, which would have been a botch. We have the Berry Bin, which we're going to pick each of us a moment that we want to bury from that particular
That might be a big bin sometimes.
Might be. Fantasy book it. So Ant every week is going to tell us how he would book something different or change something I might join into. We have the Raw Classic Moment of the Week, which we'll be giving you at the end. So a lot of new stuff. We're trying new things here because we're cool and evolving.
Yeah.
And your hair is also getting long. I like it.
Yes.
I love it. It's cute. All right, so let's dive in.
I do a Shawn Michaels.
You do. Let's dive into the actual show. So this is Raw again from Detroit, Michigan, and we open with footage honoring Hulk Hogan, who just passed away almost a week ago, 2 weeks ago now at this point. And Nick Hogan is there. The rest of the wrestlers are out honoring Hulk Hogan.
Nick Hogan, pillar of the community.
Yeah, he is. He sure is. But let's get into the wrestling side of things. Jey Uso comes out to kick off the night. Paul Heyman immediately comes out after Jey makes his entrance. Paul says, "I did not come out here to be disrespectful to you. I want to speak man to man. I want to speak from the heart about family." But Paul decides to leave the ring because he's afraid of Jey Uso and Paul's a pussy. Paul says, "I can't believe you accepted Roman Reigns' invitation for SummerSlam. You're doing it all in the name of family. But family is always going to let you down and it's going to lead you into trouble. That's not a prediction, it's a prophecy. When you were a kid, did your mom say it was Santa putting presents under your Christmas tree? Did your dad tell you he wanted you to be more iconic than him? He lied to you too, just like your parents lied to everybody else about Santa, which, what a fucking heel Paul Heyman is. Calling out Santa Claus to all the poor children.
And it's not even true because Santa's real.
Santa's fucking real. Paul says, when Roman Reigns named next person in line, he didn't pick you, did he? He went with Solo, and how did that work out? Jey, I love you just like family. Yeet. And then Jey takes the mic and says, family is why I'm here. Keep running your mouth. You know how I don't play. Bloodline still runs deep in my veins. And that was the end of that promo. Basically, Paul Heyman warning Jey Uso. So my question is, Ant, was that a pop or a botch for you, this segment, to open Raw?
I'm gonna say it was a pop because it got us, psyched for the pay-per-view a little bit. I do find it a little redundant that every time one of Paul Heyman's guys are gonna have a fight against somebody, he goes out and almost tries to stop the fight or scare the person.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly no wrestler is ever going to go, you know what, you're right, let me not. So it's almost like he needs to stop doing it from that perspective, warning them, and just be more we're gonna kick your ass sometimes. But for the most part, it was a pop, I guess.
For me, I thought it was a botch because after everything that Paul Heyman said to Jey Uso, it would have been better for Jey to just kind of sit there and listen to it, because when he did speak back, all he said was like, the bloodline runs in my veins, and I don't play. But it's like, it's stupid because you're really threatening Paul Heyman. It's like, what would have been better to make the storyline better is make you at least keep guessing is if Paul says this and Jey just sort of looks and contemplates, because what he said didn't really matter. We already know that he runs by his family. Paul is basically saying your family's gonna fuck you over. You're stupid for joining them. And his rebuttal is, bloodline runs deep in my. Well, that's he knows that. That's why he's telling you they're gonna, you're gonna get screwed over. So I just felt like it didn't make Jey look so good. It just made him look like
no. And his answer was more like, "Well, yeah, they fucked me over, but we fight." And
Yeah.
It's like, no, there's a difference between fighting and your family stabbing you in the back, like
blooding him up in the Hell in a Cell match. So yeah, I think it was a botch, but you liked it. You thought it was a pop.
Well, like I said, I didn't necessarily like the content of it, but it was some sort of hype for the fight.
Okay.
So that's what was more like. In the Attitude Era, they always kind of started with a lot of talking, and so it made the storylines better, and they're lacking storylines lately. So anything like this is kind of a positive toward the storylines.
I agree. Anything showing Paul Heyman and Jey Uso is really good.
Okay, dickhole. I didn't mean it like
No,
that.
I know. We have a intergender tag match here. AJ Styles and the Kabuki Warriors against Intercontinental Champion Dominik Mysterio and the Women's Tag Team Champions Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. Early on in the match, Dominik protects Roxanne from Asuka, and then there's a moment where Roxanne protects Dom from AJ, but AJ hits Dominik with a Pele kick. AJ then launches Kairi Sane onto Roxanne Perez on the floor, and then Styles hits a phenomenal forearm to Dominik. Styles and the Kabuki Warriors get the win, and Styles has the advantage heading into SummerSlam when the Intercontinental title will be on the line. Was this a pop or a botch?
The match was okay, but I think it was a botch. I thought that Charlotte and Alexa should have been AJ's partner, and it would have made more sense because they're all fighting, just like AJ and Dominik. So it would have given some momentum for them. Even though Charlotte and Alexa both had matches singly with Judgment Day, but I feel like it would have been more exciting to see that. It doesn't really matter if the Warriors win or lose that. It's not going to do anything for them. So it would have been better for Charlotte and Alexa.
Yeah, and also I was just going to say to that point that because the women weren't involved in the pinfall, having Charlotte and Alexa and it wouldn't really, fuck up their match at SummerSlam because they weren't even involved in the pinfall, the women. So it's like you could have done that and it would have made more sense, but they chose to go with
Also, anything to get them this tease of them having a friendship right now is kind of gets you going. So I feel like it would have helped with that.
Okay. Next, we have Sheamus taking on Grayson Waller. Sheamus lands a power slam and then lands a rolling senton on the floor. Grayson hits a tornado DDT onto the apron, but then Rusev comes out distracting Sheamus, but Sheamus is still able to land a bro kick, defeating Grayson Waller after Rusev attacks Sheamus with a shillelagh and applies the Accolade, and Sheamus is all fucked up in this. I give this a botch because I'm tired of Rusev versus Sheamus. I really don't give a fuck anymore. Sheamus should be Intercontinental Champion or going for that title. He shouldn't be fighting Rusev when there's nothing on the line.
I think it would have been so much better for Sheamus to be fighting Dominik at SummerSlam. I know AJ's making it this can be his last one, but Sheamus needs that to become a Triple Crown champion, and it would be better for him. I feel like it would give the crowd he really needs something to. He's really working toward this, and Sheamus is a crowd favorite. And I mean, so is Dominik right now. But it would have been a storyline. Like, he needs this for his career. It's just like AJ just wants to become champion. Like.
Well, Rusev does look impressive though, destroying Sheamus, because Sheamus is a big dude. But I feel like they're going to use that shillelagh in an aspect or another. But for me, I decided to say that this is a botch because, again, Rusev and Sheamus. And then also, Grayson Waller mentioned that him and Austin Theory are no longer teaming together. Austin's recovering from an injury.
Yeah.
So the way they kind of announced that was a botch, too, because it's like there's no story. It's just like, oh, yeah, we're not together anymore. He got hurt. So,
yeah.
Really dumb. All right, next we have Lyra Valkyria.
And they've been teasing Austin Theory's turn for like 2 years. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. So like, this is it. Like, I mean, I guess he's gonna come back and be like, "Oh, I heard what you said about me," but it's like after 2 years, we deserve something a little better than that.
Justice for Austin fucking Theory, man.
Yeah,
beat John Cena at WrestleMania.
Austin Theory, like 3 years ago, was the man. Like, he was the United States champion, and nobody could beat him for like over a year. And like, he was like unstoppable. And then they made him into this big pussy who didn't want to fight anybody. It's stupid.
So I guess you're gonna call that a botch too.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Lyra Valkyria comes out and she's got on these Spice Girl style boots. And she's mentioned does this like weird ugly jig in the middle of the ring with the shoes.
Yeah.
And
she says they're her Becky stomping.
Yeah. Lyra says, in 1 week I will be standing here, your first 2-time women's Intercontinental champion, or I will fail and never challenge for the title as long as Becky is champion. Becky is going to have to beat me into the ground if she wants to leave SummerSlam as champion. And then Becky Lynch's music interrupts Lyra. Lyra looks at the entrance, but we see Becky is on the floor with a kendo stick waiting for Lyra. Lyra outsmarts Becky and attacks Becky with kendo stick shots and goes to lay out Becky with a Nightwing, but Becky leaves before it could happen. I'm excited for this match. I give it a botch, though, just for Lyra doing that ugly jig in the ring. Like, it was stupid. Like, have more to this. Like, Becky's beating you. You're not friends with Bayley anymore. It's like, I'm ready for this rivalry to end. I wanted to see Bayley versus Becky at SummerSlam. And this really did nothing for it. I mean, they've done this before where Becky's trying to attack Lyra and Lyra's been able to counter it. And it's like leading up to a no DQ, no count out match. A kendo stick is what they always use as a weapon. And I don't know. I'm excited for the match, but I'm also excited for this rivalry to be done.
Yeah, me too, for sure. The next time I meet Becky Lynch, I'm going to tell her.
Yeah, you better fucking tell her. Sami Zayn gives an interview.
And I will stand in line for 4 hours again.
Mm-hmm. Sami's talking to Corey Graves backstage, but Karrion Kross interrupts the interview. And Sami says that if I lose, I'll say whatever it is that you want me to say, Kross. But if I win, you will admit that you're wrong. And then he passes over the pipe that Kross attacked Sami Zayn with. This was a pop for this because this match wasn't announced until just like last week. And I think they'll have a good match on the card. Maybe this will be the final match. And I like Karrion Kross. I like
He's
Sami
definitely
Zayn.
going to win this one.
Who?
Didn't Karrion Kross lose last time?
Karrion Kross won. They both have 1-1.
So Sami's going to win. Okay.
Okay. What'd you think though?
Yeah, I liked it. It was a pop. I like Karrion Kross, and any time they're like putting him on TV is a plus. I feel like. I don't mean to sound like the rest of the internet, but like, I don't get why he's not like a regular superstar who's on every week. Everybody loves him. He's one of the top selling merch guys. Like, I don't get why they hide him. I really don't. But
yeah. Well, give us some more Karrion Kross and we'll give you more pops.
Yeah.
We have an 8-woman tag match up next. Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Alba Fire, and the World Women's Champion Naomi teaming up against a team of Stephanie Vaquer, Iyo Sky, Nikki Bella, and Rhea Ripley. Nikki tosses Chelsea into the secret Hervice, rolls her up, and lands a spine buster to Chelsea. Nikki hits a springboard dropkick to Naomi, but Piper hits Rhea Ripley with a black hole slam. Stephanie hits a springboard crossbody to Chelsea Green. And then Stephanie lands the Devil's Kiss to Chelsea. Rhea hits a riptide to Piper. Chelsea then slaps Rhea, and Stephanie lands the SVB to Chelsea Green. The faces get the win. Stephanie, Bella, Sky, and Ripley. I give this a pop. I like seeing the good guys together.
I thought this was a great
It was like
match.
the Avengers.
Definitely.
We will see World Women's Champion Naomi defend against Rhea Ripley and Iyo Sky at SummerSlam in a triple threat match. But I give this a pop. We don't get to see this often where everyone's working together. I felt like we were watching the Avengers. I like the women. I like Stephanie Vaquer. Nikki Bella looked good in there. So I give that a pop.
Yeah, this was like I think this was like the feel good moment of the night for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And they all worked really good together. I could it was very like War Games like. I liked it.
I did too. The faces getting over. We have the World Tag Team Champions, the Judgment Day, defending against LWO.
It could have been a pay-per-view match, I feel like.
Oh, it could have been.
Yeah.
During the match, El Grande Americano comes out, but gets hit by LWO, so he's gone. And then a second El Grande Americano appears. That distracts the LWO, allowing Finn Balor to land a coup de grace, and the Judgment Day retain here. People are saying on the internet that the first El Grande was Ludwig Kaiser, and the second is Pete Dunne. I give this a botch. I like the El Grande Americano storyline, but with Chad Gable injured, I really think they should have just dropped it. Chad Gable also said that he competed at WrestleMania, but clearly he was El Grande Americano. What do you think of the two El
I don't
Grandes?
think so.
Do you think that's a pop or a botch? The El Grandes, double El Grandes, helping out Judgment Day.
Well, why are they helping out Judgment Day?
I don't think they're trying. I just think they're going after LWO. I don't think they're trying to help Judgment Day. I just think they don't like
Okay,
LWO.
but like this is the thing. When it was Chad Gable, and if they were going after the LWO, that would make sense. But why would Ludwig Kaiser and fucking Pete Dunne?
Well, they're not really supposed to be them. Like, we're supposed to believe that they're El Grande Americano. So it's like, you have to look at the storyline of the one before. He was fighting Ray Phoenix in the other.
All right. I
Like,
guess.
so with that being the case, do you think it's a pop or a botch? Because we're supposed to really.
But this is the thing. I get that they're supposed to be playing that character, but we all know that is that. But like, what's the purpose of them becoming that character? You get what I'm saying?
Well, I think that's what they're gonna have to find out once.
Like,
we reveal
why would
that that's
Piper
who it is.
Niven become El Grande Americano and fight LWO?
Yeah,
like there should be a reason they become that character to do that. Is what I'm saying.
I see,
but
it doesn't make sense.
It's
so
interesting.
It's a botch.
It's interesting, but I feel like it's a botch.
My question is, what's going to happen once, like, are they going to be like, okay, like, because once the storyline's over, Ludwig's going to come back as Ludwig, Pete's going to be Pete. So are they just going to pretend like
no,
nothing?
I think,
how are they going to, like, are they going to say
we're
this
gonna have
is
a
Ludwig?
triple threat El Grande Americano.
Oh,
I
God.
think for sure we're going to have the three of them.
Botch.
We're going to see the three of them fight. I'm pretty sure, or at least two of them.
They are getting over Mexico, though. El Grande.
And they think they're going to make Dominik Mysterio the AAA champion.
That would be interesting.
It's supposed to happen.
Speaking of champions, world champion Gunther comes out.
And it would make sense if he loses his Intercontinental.
Yeah.
You know?
Gunther says, last week I told CM Punk face-to-face what's going to happen at SummerSlam and left the voice of the voiceless speechless. He says, I made him understand he will never become champion. I made him shut the hell up. And then, of course, CM Punk comes out. Punk says, I was dumbfounded last week standing across someone as great as you. I don't want to be champion. I need to be champion. I need it like my heart needs to pump blood. I am addicted to wrestling. I need that title as a thank you to the fans who chanted for me all these years. For as great as you are, you say I don't deserve to call myself the best. You are correct. I earned the right to call myself that. You're as arrogant as me, but you can't back it up. And then Gunther says, shut, but then CM Punk grabs the mic and says, I wasn't finished. You are not on my level. Saturday, I'm leaving world champion, and at least you will know what it's like to be in the ring with the best. I'm going to ask you, what'd you think? Pop or botch with this promo? This is the last time we're going to see them face-to-face before SummerSlam.
Okay. For the circumstances, I'll say it was a pop. Because, you know, everybody loves fucking stupid CM Punk. But I don't think that he necessarily made Gunther look weak or like one of them have more on the line than the other. I don't know. I'm just gonna go off on my CM Punk rant. Like, I think that people are stupid to like when they started booing Seth Rollins over CM Punk. Like, he talked about all these people who fucking cheered for him when he was gone. He never would have come back if he wasn't fired. Like, people are idiots. Like, they act like he came back out of the goodness of his heart for his fans. He didn't.
So you are Team Gunther.
I am team. I hope Gunther fucks him up, or I hope Seth Rollins cashes in.
I give this a pop because I thought it was good. CM Punk shut up Gunther. Now I'm just excited for the talk to be over and to see them brawl and see who's going to win. Did good in terms of
I'm not a CM Punk fan, but I thought it was good for getting it. Exactly. I think it made him look pretty even, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Our main event, Jey Uso versus Big Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman. During the match, Jey Uso gets advantage, dives onto Bronson Reed on the floor, but then Braun Breaker comes out and spares Jey. After Bronson Reed and Breaker double team Jey until the OTC Roman Reigns comes out and makes a save. Jey lands a super kick, and Roman lands a Superman punch to Bronson Reed. Braun Breaker then spares Roman on the floor, and then Braun spares Jey. Bronson Reed lands a tsunami, and then Braun jumps off the apron with a clothesline to Roman Reigns over the announce desk. Reed tsunamis Roman Reigns in the ring, and then Braun lands a double spear to Roman and Jey through the railing. Bronson Reed takes Roman's shoes, and Raw ends with Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed standing tall. I thought this was a pop. It ended after the match ended. There were a couple of minutes left, so I knew something was going to happen. But it made Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker look strong. They're not going to win at SummerSlam, but unless they add someone to the group. But they look good in destroying Roman Reigns. And like you mentioned, like a lot of times in jail, they do that. They'll steal the shoes. So it made Bronson Reed look like a monster and more like an asshole.
It made Roman look like a punk, kind of, too. Yeah, for sure. Supposedly, we're going to see another member of this group, this faction. But, I mean, obviously it's just a rumor. But, I thought it was really good. Definitely. I thought it was a good way to go off the air. It was a good way to get everybody psyched. It's the last time we're going to see these people before SummerSlam. I also think that Roman and Jimmy or Jey Uso are going to win, but they looked, Bronson and Braun looked very dominant, and they showed them up.
Yeah.
The Young Bucks showed them up.
They sure did, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen. So, let's talk about our Berry Bin. What moment, match, or segment from tonight do you want to put in our Berry Bin and bury it like the Undertaker buries?
Sheamus and
Rusev.
And, well, it was really Sheamus and Austin,
Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller.
I agree. That was my Berry moment. Well, for me, seeing my Berry moment of the night was fucking Lyra Valkyria doing the jig. I can't stand her. I thought she looked dumb, and it made the whole promo was about her shoes. Like, who cares?
And the other thing is, like, there's so many other mid-card women who should be Intercontinental champion. Like, why Lyra Valkyria? Like, it's like they're pushing her on us, and it's like not cute.
Yeah.
Like, just stop.
What about your book it? How would you fantasy book a segment or a match from this week differently?
Okay, well, two things. I'm gonna say, one, my bury it with Grayson Waller and Sheamus. I would have had Austin Theory come out and fuck over Grayson Waller and help Sheamus. And my other one, I kind of already said, I would have put instead of the Kabuki Warriors, I would have put Charlotte and Alexa in that mixed gender tag match.
I would have put you in everything. All right, I like that. I would book I
book AJ Styles, and I would book Sheamus and Dirty Dom as SummerSlam.
I would also have Dom look a bit more like tough and in the lead up to AJ Styles because he's been ducking him, he attacks him from behind, but you really don't think he's going to win with the way they've been booking it. So I think maybe because he's a champion, maybe if he did another, maybe if he won on Raw or something, give him some momentum because right now, like you said, he's been champion for a while, but there really hasn't been much going on with the title.
He got involved in that match, right?
He was in that match. He lost. AJ pinned him. And that.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So it's like they really just made him
Yeah.
look. So I would maybe make him look a little bit stronger.
Even if the Judgment Day had come out and helped
Something.
more or something, like.
Let's go to our Raw Classic moment, our Raw Rewind of the week. And it's cool. This actually takes place on the exact date that we're recording this episode, August 8th, all the way in 2005. What is that, like 20 years ago? Yeah.
Yes.
20 years ago to the day. Wow. I was
August 1st, you mean?
Yeah, August 1st.
You said August 8th.
Sorry, August 1st. Sorry, 2005. Yes. I was here live for this. I thought it was cool. Monday Night Raw from Mohegan Sun on August 1st, 2005. This is the build-up to Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam. A week prior to this incident happening, Hulk Hogan appeared on the Larry King live show and promoted Hogan Knows Best. So this episode of Raw, Shawn Michaels decided to spoof Hulk Hogan, and there was a fake Larry King guy there, the whole setup for the Larry King live show. Shawn Michaels comes in with a walker, dressed up with the Hulk Hogan bandana, and he's basically making like, I'm 102 years old, I can't do anything, I'm crippled. It was funny seeing it. To be honest, at the show, I was kind of mad because I wanted to see the two of them in the ring and have some kind of interaction. But looking back and seeing it on TV, it was a funny interaction. And you could probably find that segment on YouTube if you search the date, August 1st, 2005, Shawn Michaels impersonates Hulk Hogan. And it also ties in with Hulk Hogan, who just passed away. They had a fun match at SummerSlam. It was known pretty much for Shawn Michaels overselling everything Hogan did. But I remember as a kid, I loved Hogan Knows Best, and I really ate this up. So that was our Raw Rewind of the week.
Yeah, I used to watch Hogan Knows Best too.
I used to love that show. It was a fun show.
Remember when like Brooke was like filming her music video and everything?
Yeah. There's a lot. I don't really remember a lot of it, but I did watch it all.
And the wife just looked like a dumb whore.
Yeah, well, that's what she ended up being. Sorry, Linda. Well, we have covered all this episode of Raw. We are on the road to SummerSlam. We've got NXT that we're going to recap for you. AEW Dynamite. Dynamite is on the road to Forbidden Door. We have SummerSlam this weekend. We've got NXT Heat Wave coming up. We just covered WWE Armageddon from 2000. We're on the road to 2001. So we have more coming your way in the Attitude Years. So make sure you subscribe, like, hit that notification bell. And until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.